Now, the next responsibility towards the owner is expansion and the diversification. Okay, it is the responsibility of the business, that is, they have to work for the expansion and the diversification of the business. See, business should always developing and growing. Okay, why? Because it helps to expand the business and to make the diversification of the business. Expansion means what? That is, open the new branches of the business unit, business organization. And diversification means that is, introduce the new product lines, that is new product mix into the existing product offering. Okay, that is, for example, any company is dealing with and selling the personal care products into the market. So they have to, with the growth of the business, they have to introduce the new product line, that is the home care products or the food products. Okay, ready to food products. So such type of the diversification and the expansion is very important for the survival of the business for a longer period of a time and earning the profit for the business. Okay, see, as the owner is established the business, okay, so it is the responsibility of the people who are involved in the business, the managers, that is the management of the business, that is, they have to undertake the efforts for the purpose of expansion and diversification of the respective business unit, business organization. Okay, so for the purpose of expansion and the diversification, they have to focus on R&D, that is research and development. Okay, they have to focus on research and development, that is improvement into the products and the processes. Also, they have to work on the positive change into the product. Okay, they have to offer the new qualitative products into the market. Why? That is, as there are the new competitors with a new features product, with new attributes product. Okay, new companies are entering into the market. So for the purpose of facing the such type of the competition effectively, they have to undertake the research and development activities into their business unit and the business organization for the purpose of attracting the attention of the customer towards their product, towards their services. Okay, why this is important? That is, it is ultimately going to help the business and the owner, that is to increase the volume of the sale. Okay, as the volume of the sale is going to be increased, definitely there will be the more and the good return will be getting to the business, that is more profit will be getting to them. And if there will be the good return in the form of the profit to the business unit, ultimately they are going to contribute to increase the value of the investment which is done by the owner. Okay, so for this reason, this is the responsibility of the business, that is focus on the expansion and the diversification of the business. Okay, now the next responsibility towards the owner, that is the periodic information. See, who is the owner? Who is the owner? That is the person who hold the business. Okay, he is the person who contribute the business, who establish the business, who form the business. Okay, so definitely he should get all the complete and the accurate information regarding the business. Okay, regarding the progress of the business, regarding the functioning operation of the business. So he should get all the complete and the accurate information about the business. Okay, about the financial stability of the business. He should get the information from the concerned person into the business. So it is the responsibility of the business, that is they have to disclose, they have to furnish all the relevant and all the related information to the owner. Okay, that is through circulars, through some reports, through the financial statement, they have to furnish, they have to disclose, they have to submit the information about the progress of the business, about the financial stability of the business. Okay, there should not be anything hidden from the owner by the management and by the people of the business. Definitely, if everything will be clearly defined and disclosed with the owner, there will be the there will be the confidence will be created in the minds of the owner about the people, about the management of the business. Okay, so for this reason they have to focus, it is the duty, it is the obligation of the business, that is they have to furnish, they have to disclose the periodic information about the financial stability of the business, through reports, circulars and financial statements. Okay, this is very important duty by the business, that is the management of the business and the people of the business. Okay, now the next responsibility towards the owner is the effective use of the owner's fund. Owner is the person who make the investment into the business, that is the initial amount to start the business, to establish the business is contributed by whom? By the owner. So it is known as the owner's fund or the shareholder fund. Okay, owner is also called as the shareholder, that is the person who make the investment into the business for raising the capital of the business. So that initial amount, that is the fund, is contributed by whom? By the owner of the business. So it is the duty, it is the responsibility of the business that they have to make the proper utilization of this owner's fund, that is the shareholder fund. Okay, proper utilization in the sense they have to make the proper use of that respective amount of the money which is invested by the owner, by the shareholder, to run the business while any type of the activity and the functioning into the respective business unit and the business organization. We have already studied into some earlier points, that is how there will be the effective utilization of the capital into the business, that is wastage should be avoided, then focus should be, okay, here for proper utilization wastage should be avoided, and with that it is the responsibility of the business, that is they have to make the productive use of this owner's fund. What I am saying, they have to make the productive use, that is the unproductive usage of the amount have to be avoided by them. Okay, for getting the fruitful result, for getting the good result, there should be the proper effective utilization of the fund of owner's fund, that is the shareholders fund. Why? That is, by making the effective utilization of the owner's fund, they can give the short term and long term return to the owner on their investment on timely basis. Okay, that is, with the responsibility of making the utilization of the owner's fund in a proper manner, in an effective manner, it is also the responsibility of them, that is, they have to give the short term and long term return on the owner's investment, that is on the owner's fund. Okay, now the next responsibility towards the owner, that is creating the goodwill. We all know that goodwill, good reputation is very important for the success of the business, for the survival of the business. So definitely it is the responsibility of the people and the management of the business towards the owner. That is, it is the responsibility that they have to create, they have to develop and maintain the good public image of the company, that is business organization, in the minds of the public, in the minds of the society, in the market. It is very important responsibility, duty and the obligation. Okay, why? That is, when there will be the well reputed company, okay, when there will companies the well reputed, definitely it will command, that is, it can gain the good respect from the society. Okay, that is, they will get a lot of respect from the society. There will be the trust for the respective reputed society, from the market, from the society, which will be going to result in, that is, there will be the good response from the share market to the respective company, then from the labor market also, and from consumer market also. To whom? To the reputed company, who is having the respect and trust among them. So definitely it will going to benefit to the owner and the whole business unit. How? That is, when there is a good respect and the trust in the mind of the share market, consumer market and the labor market, they are in a position, that is, to get the more investment for the business, for raising their capital, for running the business operation smoothly. Then they will get the good labor for their business. Okay, that is, the caliber labor will be definitely they will get the caliber talented labor, but that is the workforce will be ready to work with the respective business unit, business organization, and definitely there will be the more consumer to the respective company. As there will be the good reputation, there will be the good public image of the company, definitely more consumers will be attracted toward the respective company. So it is going to beneficial in this way. Okay, so how this can be achieved by the management of the business, how the business can be achieved this, that is how they can create the goodwill, create the public image for the company. See, by making the manufacturing of the world class product, that is by making the manufacturing of the qualitative products which is giving the satisfaction to the consumer. Okay, that is, they have to distribute with the good manufacturing of the world class product, they have to focus on distributing the qualitative products as per the requirement of the consumer in the market. Okay, with that, they also have to focus on providing the after sale services. You know that what is meant by the after sale service, that is, after making the selling also, there is no role of the seller is going to be over there. Okay, they have to be in touch with the consumer. Okay, for creating the good relation with the consumer, for creating their good image in the minds of the consumer, they should be in a good relation with them. They have to provide the after sale services also. Okay, with that, they also have to focus on performing their CSR, that is corporate social responsibility, towards the various interest group, that is the stakeholder of the company, of the business unit. So by such way, okay, by such way they are in a position to fulfill this responsibility. Okay, we can say that this is the responsibility of the business, that is they have to focus on such things, such factors, for the purpose of creating the goodwill for the company, creating the reputation, good public image for their respective company. Okay, so here these are the responsibility, obligation, duties towards the owner by the business, that is by the people of the business, by the management of the business, which is definitely going to give the good return to the owner's fund. Okay, that is good value will be given to the investment of the owner, and when there will be the good return to the owner, it is not going to beneficial to the owner only. Definitely all the people, whole business is going to be benefited by the respective responsibility and by the respective obligation. Okay, now next responsibility we are going to start, we are going to study, that is responsibility of the business towards the investor. Okay, after the responsibility towards the owner, next is the responsibility towards whom? Towards the investors. See, first we will see who is investor. Okay, see, who is investor? Investor is who? That is, he is the person who make the investment into the company, in a simple term. Okay, the person who make the investment into the company. Okay, also we can say that the person who provides the financial support to the business is called as the investor. Okay, that is the person who provide the money to the company. Okay, investor is who? Who provide finance, that is money to business or company for raising capital. Okay, that is for the purpose of raising the capital of the company. He is the person who purchased the shares of the company, and by that purchase he is providing the finance, he is providing the monetary support to the company, to the business unit and the business organization. Okay, it means he is playing a very important role into the establishment of the business and for the smooth running of the business. Okay, why? Because finance is what? Finance is backbone of the business. Okay, finance is the backbone of the business. Okay, money is very important for the business, so this important thing is going to be provided, and help, the support is going to be provided by the investor. So definitely he is playing a very important role in the business. Okay, so these investors are also called as the creditors of the company. Okay, these are called as creditors of the company. Okay, these are called as the creditors of the company. Okay, why creditor? See, as these are the person who are making the investment into the company by purchasing the shares, by providing the finance, money to monetary support to the business. But definitely such investment is made by this investor with some reason, with some purpose. Why they are providing the finance, why they are providing the monetary support to the business? Definitely with some intention, that is they are expecting some return from the business against that investment. So with the expectation of getting the financial return, they are making the investment into the company. They are purchasing the shares from the company. That is their hope, that is to get the higher profit from such investment. On that investment, on that finance, they are expecting the higher profit from the business. That's why they are making the investment. It means after a specific period of a time, company have to give the return on that investment. So company is liable to pay something to investor in the return of their investment. So these, they are called as the creditors of the company. Okay, there is a difference between the owner and the investor. Okay, so as they are making the investment, as they are providing the financial support by purchasing the shares of the company, so definitely towards them, in that return, company have to give something to them. That is, towards them also there are some duties, there are some obligation, there are some responsibility of the business. Why? Because if they are going to fulfill some responsibility towards the investor, definitely they will be happy, they will be satisfied, as their interest is going to be taken into consideration by the business, by the company. So they are getting the more investment. Okay, if the more investment, it means the more finance, more capital for the business, which is important for the purpose of survival, progress and the growth of the respective business unit and the business organization. Okay, it means more the finance, more the growth and the expansion of the company. Okay, so for this reason there are some responsibilities of the business towards this investor. Understood who is investor and their role? So now we are going to learn, we are going to study about what are the responsibilities of the business towards this investor. Okay, so the first responsibility of the business towards the investor is the proper conduct of the meeting. Investor are, you know, now you clear with the meaning of the investor. These are the person who are making the investment into the company by providing the financial support to the company. So it is the responsibility of the business. Okay, it is the responsibility of the business that they should call the investors meeting whenever there is a required and as per the decided period of a time. Okay, they have to call the meeting of the investor. Okay, why there is a response, why this is the responsibility and the duty to call the meeting of the investor? For the purpose of giving the information about the business, about the financial position of the business to the investor. Okay, that is call their meeting for providing information about financial position and about business transaction. Okay, so it is the duty of and the responsibility, we can say, of the business, that is they have to call the meeting of the investor, and in that meeting they have to provide, they have to furnish and the required business information to them. Okay, why? That is, as they are making the investment into the company, they are providing the finance to the company, so definitely it is the responsibility, it is the obligation to provide them the information. Okay, so while conducting the meeting of the investor, okay, while conducting the meeting for the investor, the rules and the some procedure have to be followed. That is, the company, the business unit have to send the prior notice of the meeting to the concerned investor. Okay, that is, they should be well informed about the respective meeting which is going to be held, which is going to be conducted by the company. Okay, So for that reason, these rules and the procedures should be followed by the company. It is their duty, it is their responsibility. Okay. With that, with this responsibility, that is conducting their meeting as per their decided schedule and as per their decided period of a time, whenever there is a requirement, they also have to be informed about this, that also to the investor. Okay, that is in the period of the crisis. Okay, in the period of the crisis of the business. Okay, that is when there is an intense difficulty for the business. Okay, when business is suffering from some bad patch, bad situation. Okay, when there is a critical condition is going to be faced by the business, that time also the company have to inform to the investor. Okay, that is they have to be informed about the respective situation. Okay, also what is the reason behind the respective failure regarding the loss to the business also have to be informed to the investor. The investor should be known about such situation, about the failure, about the loss of the business. Okay, it is the duty, it is the responsibility of the business. Okay, with that, they are, why? That is because they are providing the finance to the company. Okay, they are supporting the business in a financial term. Yes, they are expecting the return from that, but definitely at the initial stage they are providing the financial support. Okay, it means they are also the important part of the business. So being a part of the business, it is their right. So it is the duty of the business management, that is they have to inform the investor whenever there is any situation which is have to be informed to them. Okay, nothing should be hidden from the investor. Okay, it is going to helpful, that is to create the good relation, that is the confidence in the, there should be the good relation should be created in the minds of the investor. Okay, clarity should be among the investor and the company. Okay, so it is very essential duty. Okay, now the next duty, that is the responsibility and the obligation towards the investor, that is the return on the investment. See, we have already studied, that is who is investor, why is making the investment into the company. See, once again we'll revise, that is investor is the person who is making the investment into the company by purchasing the shares of the company. Okay, that is through the shares he is providing the finance to the company. So definitely as he is making the investment, he is providing the finance money to the business, definitely there is some intention behind it, objective behind it by the respective investor, that is he is expecting some return in that investment. Whatever financial support is going to be provided by him, in that return he is expecting some financial return from the business, from the company. Okay, that is he is expecting the high amount of profit from the respective business unit, business organization. Okay, definitely while making the investment into the company, investor is expecting accepting, and he is considering the risk factor which is involved into the business. Okay, he is going to accept, he is going to consider about the risk. We know that every business is associated with the risk, so this risk is also going to be considered by the investor also. He know that, though he is aware about that, he is making the investment, he is taking that, he is ready to take that risk while making the investment into the company. Okay, so it is the responsibility of the business, it is the responsibility of the management of the business, that is they have to understand the role which is, and the role which is played by the investor into the company, that is as they are making the investment by accepting the risk of the business, this role of the investor have to be recognized by the company also. Okay, it is their duty, it is their responsibility. That is, by understanding, by recognizing their role into the organization, their part into the organization, they have to give the fair and regular return to the investor on their investment amount. Okay, as it is expected by the investor too, it is the duty, responsibility of the business. They have to give the fair and the regular return to the investor in the form of what? That is the interest. Okay. That return is known as interest. Okay, they have to give the return, that is the interest, to the investor on their invested amount. Okay, so for this reason they have to consider some factor, that is, while giving the return on the investment, they have to consider some factor, that is, there should be the fair return on the investment should be given. Okay, with that, there should be the safety of the investment. Okay, care should be taken about the amount which is invested by them. Proper utilization means the proper utilization, that for giving the return to them. Then steady appreciation of the business. Okay, that is balanced respect and the balanced recognition to the business have to be gained into the market for the purpose of earning the profit for the business. Such things have to be considered while giving the return on the investment. Okay, so this is the duty and the responsibility. Now, the next responsibility is handling the grievances. Handling the grievances. Grievances means what? That is the complaint which is raised by some person. Okay, so if any complaint raised by the investor, if any issue is unrest is going to be raised by the investor, it is the duty, it is the responsibility of the business that they have to give the solution to the respective grievance which is raised by the investor. Okay, that is, they have to give the solution to the respective complaint at the satisfactory level. Okay, that is, it is the duty, it is the responsibility of the business. They have to handle the grievance, that is the complaint, issues raised by the investor in a proper manner. Okay, that is the proper method of handling, of resolving the grievances, that is the complaint, unrest and the issues of the investor should be followed into the business. Okay, that is, which give the relief to their complaint. Okay, which give the solution to their complaint. Okay, which will give the satisfaction to the investor, because their satisfaction is very important for the business. So this is the duty and the responsibility of the business. That is, not the complaint and the issue regarding only the financial matter. Any query regarding any matter of the business by the investor have to be resolved by the business in a proper manner by adopting the proper method of resolving the same. Okay, which will give them the satisfaction. Okay, that is, they have to that complaint is not only about the return on the investment, anything have to be resolved very in a effective manner. So this is the duty and the responsibility, we can say, of the business, that they have to answer the query and the complaint of the investor. Okay, here you can write, that is the handling complaint issues in proper manner with proper methodology, which give satisfaction, to them. Okay, that is their relief is very important. That is relief. Okay. Handle the grievances to give the satisfaction, to give relief to the complaints of the investor, not only on which is related with the finance matter and to the return on the investment. Any issue, any complaint have to be resolved in a effective manner. Okay.